What's up guys, welcome to this lesson. In this lesson we're going to be learning about the E harmonic minor scale. Now in order to build a harmonic minor scale for any key, there are two methods that we can use. The first method has to do with tweaking the natural minor scale of that key. So that is, we can just increase the seventh note of the natural minor scale of that key by a half step. And that is going to give us the harmonic minor scale for that key. Now, the other method that we can use to figure out the harmonic minor scale for a key is to use the formula. Now, in this lesson, we're going to be using both methods. So yeah, let's start. Just to remind you, the E natural minor scale looks like this. See that? That is the E natural minor scale. Now, we want to build the E harmonic minor scale. Therefore, all we have to do is just increase the seventh note of the E natural minor scale by a half step. And that is going to give us the E harmonic minor scale. So yeah, let's do that. So let's count up as we go up the scale. So starting from the key of E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the seventh note would have been the key of D if we were building the E natural minor scale. But because we're building the E harmonic minor scale, we're going to increase the seventh note by a half step from the key of D. So going up by a half step from the key of D is going to make us land on the key of E flat. See that? So the seventh note of the E harmonic minor scale is the key of E flat. And we're going to finish on the key of E. See that? So that is the E harmonic minor scale. Now let's do that again. So starting from the key of E. See that? That is the E harmonic minor scale. Now let's do that for the last time. So starting from the key of E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the seventh note is not going to be the key of D. It's going to be the key of E flat. See that? And then we finish on the key of E. So yeah, that is the E harmonic minor scale. Now the other method that we could have used to figure out the E harmonic minor scale is to use the formula. So yeah, let's do that. Now just to remind you, whenever you move from one key to the next key without skipping any key, that is known as moving by a half step. So for example, if I move from the key of E to the key of F, I've not skipped any key. Therefore, that means that I've moved by a half step. Now, whenever you move from a key to another key, and you skip a key in between, then that means that you've moved by a whole step. So moving from one key to another key and skipping a key in between is known as moving by a whole step. Now, moving from one key to another key and skipping two keys in between is known as moving by 1.5 steps. See that? So moving from one key to another key without skipping any key is known as moving by a half step. Moving from one key to another key and skipping one key in between is known as moving by a whole step. Moving from one key to another key and skipping 2 keys in between is known as moving by 1.5 steps. I'm just defining these terms because we're going to be using these terms while using the formula to build the E harmonic minor scale. So yeah, let's use the second method, which is by using the formula to build the E harmonic minor scale. So yeah, let's do that. So starting from the key of E, the formula goes like this. So starting from the key of E, we're going to take a whole step, and then a half step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a half step, and then 1.5 steps, which means skipping 2 keys. So we are going to skip the key of C sharp and the key of D, and we're going to land on the key of E flat, and then we're going to take a half step and finish on the key of E. See that? Let's do that again for the final time. So starting from the key of E, we're going to take a whole step, and then a half step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a half step, and then 1.5 steps, and then a half step. See that? So that is the E harmonic minor scale. So yeah, that's it for this lesson, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.